Hello, welcome to my channel. I have some vintage Christmas items to show you today. I got several other videos of vintage Halloween, so check them out. I'm going to be shooting probably 2 to 3 videos of vintage Christmas, so stop back by. I got my helpers here today. You're probably wondering why they're robots. Well, good help's hard to come by, as I stated in the last video, and I can't find any snowmen, so bear with me. Well, the first thing I'm going to show you is this guy here. It's quite unusual. The yellow snowman. I think these are made in Western Germany. That kind of a spooky face. Kind of like a cardboard like. It's got a spring neck. See that? I bought this one and the red one down there at an auction. They were outside in some boxes. I think I got them for like, I don't know, $5 for 2 or 3 boxes of stuff, Christmas stuff, and these were in them. So I got lucky. I'm not sure what these are called. I'm not an expert on this stuff. I just buy it if I like it. They all have about the same paper in them. Put that back. It's just fun collecting the older Halloween and Christmas. You never know what you can find. I mainly bought all these on a low budget at auctions, garage sales. It's almost impossible to find these at garage sales anymore. Mainly I get these at auctions, as I stated in the other videos. This is a Western Germany. It's actually marked. It's got the same paper. I'm not sure what these are called. Just real interesting and fragile. There's another example. I think these are all made in Western Germany. These here are just as fragile. These are like paper, like a thinner cardboard. Got Santa there in the front. I think this is like a composite. Put the light bulb in the back. It's amazing that these have survived. I can see why I'm sure they probably had a lot of fires in the day. I'd be scared to set this on my counter and put a light bulb in it. Here's another example. Got the bell on the top. It's got like some, what they call that type of paper. I used to see a lot of these, but anymore you don't. Everything's kind of just dried up. I think when the internet came around, you could get pretty good prices out of the stuff, so a lot of people were grabbing it up. They could find out exactly what they were. Used to pick a lot of this up at local auctions. It'd be in boxes of Christmas stuff. People would stay away from the Christmas stuff, and you'd find this in the bottom of the boxes and stuff. Maybe pay $5 for the whole box. There's like a porcelain Santa there. See that? This is an example of some reindeer. These are metal, kind of like a pop metal. They got a name for these, but I'm not sure what it is. Here's kind of like a, I think he went with a sleigh or something. This is kind of like a, almost like a composite. Another example. Kind of heavy. Here's a pretty rare one. They call this mercury glass. These are really rare. I just got this, I think, a year or so ago at a state auction. I came to it. There was only maybe 20 people there. And they sold this at the end. It was in the showcase for $1. There was another one with it, and it was broken. But I wasn't sure what it was. When I came home, I looked them up. But this really super rare. All this stuff is so fragile. Here's some example of a Santa, probably out of, I don't know, late 60s, 70s. Again, I'm no expert on this stuff, so it's got plastic boots, kind of like a composite base. I got several of these. Again, I haven't found any of these in quite a while. Here's one here. It's got kind of a different face on him. Kind of the same plastic boots. He's got his toy bag with him. All of them had toy bags. Must have got lost. A couple more of them. Nope. One guy lost his boot. Anyway, this is kind of an early example of them. Here's a Santa, probably out of the 60s. I bought a few of these at one auction I went to. They had several of these. I know I didn't pay much for them, maybe like $10 for like 4 or 5 of them. Here's another example. Here's a, oh, it was, here's a Coke Santa. He's got his Coke bottle. I've seen quite a few of these online. I think they're pretty common. I went to a sale. The guy was moving. It's kind of hard up for money. I think he sold this for me like maybe $12, $13, somewhere around there. But they're pretty common. Here's another Santa. It's got a wind up in the back of it, but it must be a music box that doesn't work anymore. It's kind of neat. Could see a little kid carrying that around. This here is some lights. I don't have a lot of these, because most of the time I found they were broke, or like the bubble lights, they bring big money at the auctions. I never could afford to buy them, and a lot of them are broken anyway, so But this is a neat example of early lighting. Got the graphics. Got the original paperwork. Big old bulbs. Keep your tree lighted up in more ways than one. Christmas was quite dangerous back in the day. I bet it kept the fire department pretty busy. Got some neat graphics on it. Rating 110, 120 volt. Do not connect more than 60 similar sockets together. I don't think you'd even need to run a heater back in those days to sit by the Christmas tree. Anyway, nice example. This here is a Fight Tuberculosis display. I went to an auction and bought several examples like this, but I got them buried. I don't know where they're at right now, but these I guess tuberculosis was quite rampant back in probably the 50s and 60s, but this is a stand-up one on a counter. I think this is all hand painted. You collect Christmas, it can be so many different examples of it, from decorations and ornaments to all different things like this. These here are the color wheels. They went with the aluminum Christmas trees. In fact, I got 2 of them, but they're packed away. But this one here was marked down to $5.59. It's got the color wheel that would spin around, reflect off of your aluminum tree. That's kind of what the wheel looks like. I'm not going to bring the whole thing out of the box. It's just a metal. Almost looks like it's got a heat lamp on it. The bulb's so big. You can see that. Another example, this is $5.55. They marked it down. They must not have been really good sellers back in the day. They're all marked down. I got a lot of ornaments. I'll show them in another video, or try to. Here's some different ones here I found in the bottom of a box at Christmas. I think I might have paid $5 for the box in an auction. And these were in there. These are really neat. These are glass little snowmen. The eyes move on them. Several examples of them. Here's all different colors. These are really neat. You can see them or not. I said it's so fun picking this stuff up because you just never know what you can find. When you got to start paying top dollar for stuff, I think it takes the fun out of it. But if you don't have it for your collection, a lot of times I know I'll spend a little extra money to get something I don't have. But the fun part's when you get it for where you can make a little money if you ever had to sell the stuff. It's got these little glass ones in there. Little miniature. These might have went to a feather tree. This here is kind of unusual. This is a musical Christmas decoration. It's got the original box, came in. You wind that up, plays music. I think it works. I don't want to wind it too much. I'll be listening to that for the whole video, but anyway, you can see that. I think these are like a plastic, like a celluloid. Probably made in Japan. This here is a really neat ornament. Most of these were found in the bottom of boxes, like at auctions. Hardly ever at a garage sale. But this is really unusual. Got two little glass, that's their hummingbirds, with a red ball in the middle. This is extremely fragile. I'd have this in my home one Christmas and it would be broken for sure. This thing's got to be, I'm guessing, probably 40s or 50s, maybe even earlier. This is a really neat ornament and quite unusual. Here's another rare one. I think these came same lot. That glass, pink glass ball. It's got like an angel on the inside. I don't know if you can see that or not. This is amazing at these things. This is so fragile. Survived. And last, got a little glass basket. Very, very unique and fragile. Not sure the maker of these, or this one. Well, that wraps up this video. Check out my other videos on vintage Halloween and Christmas. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great evening.